Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at a Ruger 1022 10 round magazine coupler from HTA, and the HTA stands for High Tower Armory. If you're into modding your Ruger 1022 or looking for a new stock, they have some interesting products on their website. This 10 round magazine coupler is pretty interesting. Let's take a look at it. First, it comes in a package like this. You have it shipped with the coupler and just the warranty. Let me go over the warranty first. First of all, it is made in USA, and they have a limited lifetime warranty, which basically says as long as you own the coupler, it's covered under any manufacturing defect or workmanship, material, anything like that. So that's pretty cool. And then they also give you a warning not to over tighten this when you put on the coupler, and I'll show you that. But yeah, overall feel of it when I got this is very sturdy. There's not anything that could break too much, other than if you were to over tighten this. Provided you're not going all crazy with it, you shouldn't really have that issue. And the other thing is, one thing cool about this is that it comes with the tool attached, and it's tightened with the torque screw. And it comes with the tool attached to the coupler, which I thought is kind of cool. And it fits in this hole right here. This is where it gets stored. And it's in there pretty snug. It's in there pretty tight. You can put it all the way like that. And I don't really see it falling out or anything like that. But again, this is just in by friction between this plastic or polymer, whatever you want to call it, and then the torque screw. So I would say, if you keep putting in and taking it out, putting in and taking it out, if you're just constantly doing that, this might wear out, and then this might just fall out. In which case, you'll just have to put it in your range bag, or just grab another torque screw, and you just gotta deal with it. But as long as you just kind of, you couple your mags together and you pretty much leave it like that, and not constantly, taking it off, taking it on, and tightening it and pulling, especially pulling this all the time. This, I would say, is gonna stay. It's not gonna be falling out on you or anything like that. But so that's where if you can see the hole there, that's where this was going in. This was getting stored, but from this way. Anyway, so let's take a look at it. Let's take a look and. So here's a 10 round 1022 magazine, and if you're wondering why you would run this instead of like the Ruger factory, I believe they're called BX magazine, like 25 round ones, well, you would run something like this if you don't like big magazines sticking out under your rifle, or you live in a state where you're not allowed to have more than 10 round magazines. And of course, coupling two 10 round magazine is not having 20 round magazines, so this is perfectly legal in the states that don't allow more than 10 rounds, like California. So you could pretty much hand tighten this like so, and of course you want to couple the other one. I don't have an extra magazine handy with me right now, but you want to put the other one too, because you can't put one and then try to put another one, because this comes down and tightens together. So go ahead and stick the other one down there. So we'll pretend we have one there and one down here, and then you tighten it. This torque screw, and it's really you really can't put it the wrong way. There's only one way it goes. I mean, this thing's round here, and the magazine has a little round notch there, so it's pretty self-explanatory. You couldn't really put it the wrong way. So you tighten it, and like I said, you don't want to over tighten it. So when you have it too loose, what's going to happen is that towards the back you're going to have a little play. Do you see that? Because there's nothing really holding onto the back side, just the front side, and the bottom is where it's getting where it's holding on to the tightness. I guess the bottom is not really anything to grab. This coupler isn't grabbing onto anything at the bottom except just filling in that slot. So when it's too loose, you're gonna feel this. You're gonna feel that, and you want to tighten it just enough so that you don't see that. You don't see this too much separation when you pull on it. So a little bit more, so I could tighten it a little bit more. Like so. Just go a little bit at a time. You don't want to over tighten it. That's the only thing that could damage this coupler. I would say when that's good, because it doesn't look like if it's gonna fall out really easily, or this is gonna back out or loosen. I have other couplers like this, and with the very similar design, tightening with the torque screws or something very similar to it, it doesn't come out. It doesn't feel like it's gonna come out, even with that much play or looseness. This is perfectly good enough. You could tighten it just a little bit more, but I wouldn't go more than that, because then, like the disclaimers or the warning says, you may damage the coupler. So that's good. Let me actually show you another one that I put together. See, this one I tightened it pretty good. See, there's hardly any play. So, yeah, when you start tightening this, the back coming or pulling it apart doesn't really happen, and that's me actually torquing it, kind of pulling on it slightly. Without that, it's not going to rattle around. It's there pretty securely. And so, yeah, great product. I really like it. And one thing I like about it is having 20 rounds. Other than having 20 rounds versus 10 round, is that when you're inserting it into your rifle, here's my 1022 rifle and the Angel Arc Star stock, is that you got something to grab onto when you pull out the magazine. Without this, that little 10 round, you gotta really like stick your finger in there and just get it just right. Yeah, it's just nice to grab onto something like that. Switch like that. And notice that this part of it does not go in the magazine well. It just sits below. So my concern before I bought this was that, I wondered if this tool back here, if I leave it in there, that it would hinder or have anything to do with the magazine wheel or cause malfunction, and that is not the case. Because as you notice, none of the, or I'm not gonna say none, but most of the parts of the magazine coupler does not go in the magazine wheel. It stays on the outside. And there's the torque wrench there. It stays on the outside, so it's not gonna interfere or anything. Even if it fall out, I lose it, no big deal. I'll just go find another torque wrench. But it's just not really nice to have something to grab onto. And it's in there pretty firm. So yeah, I really like it. Like I said, it seems to be built very well. Now you see a little cant here, like leaning back like that. If you had another magazine, it would be more straight up and down like this. Maybe I should show this better. There you go. And I did the clear one and then the regular, the blacked out one, just to show you that that those two goes on just fine. They're supposed to be exact same size, but you know how it is. They never are. They're like slightly off in size. So just to show you, yeah, it's fine. Kind of cool. And so I would highly recommend this coupler for your Ruger 1022 10 round rotary magazines. If you have any questions or comments, please leave below. And like always, thanks for watching. And Moose Cat signing out.